What do you think? Are we gonna win today? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Do you think we're gonna win today? Yes. Are we gonna win? Oh my goodness. Cosmo, come here. Come here. No, no, no. Come here. What do you think? Cosmo, are we gonna win today? Are we gonna win? Oh, yes, we are. It sounds like we are gonna get a win today. Yes, sirree. Mwah. What's up, YouTube? It's Bunt Force Drama back again with another video. In today's video, we're gonna be keeping it pretty simple. No new changes, of course, besides putting Paul, not Paul Molitor, Ted Simmons back at first base. We gave Munetaka Murakami his debut, and it didn't go too well. So with that being said, let's get into the gameplay. Alrighty, here we go. We are in our game now, and we're going to be going again, going up against Tarek Scuba once again. So we're already going to be going through the nightmare again of yesterday. Tarek Scuba, hopefully we can have a better opportunity here. Both World Series, so we'll see. I'm assuming we're playing at Colorado because this guy's a Rockies fan and he's wearing the Rockies uniforms. Let's go ahead and take a peek here, and yes. Fork found in kitchen, if you will. Alrighty, here we go. Sky to Problem is the guy we're facing against. Oopsies, I'm gonna change that if that's the case. Alright, that was on me, my bad. I had a particularly upset yesterday. It was just the combination of everything involved. So, I didn't want to show his name or anything. I didn't want to, like, you know, show this guy off and harass him or anything, so I just blocked it out. I said some things that I might regret. I said some choice words, but we're going to get a hit here. Nothing too offensive, but Sean Feckin's going to get a double, and Tatis is taking a sweet time, but we're only going to get a double out of that, but whatever. I said things that really were heat of the moment, so if he ever does see that video, I apologize. As we're gonna great swing, of course. It's gonna go unpunished. I mean, how else better you want me to hit that? Okay, cool. 2 down here. We're gonna take off with Sean, and that's gonna get up the middle for a base hit, and that's gonna get us our first run of the day. So we're automatically doing better than last time. Oh, all right. So yeah, we're just gonna go with a fresh start here. Try to shake off the shoulders from yesterday. We did get a win, like I said, off camera yesterday, but I didn't record it just because I didn't, you know, I really try to only upload 1 video a day, except in the cases where I miss an upload or I'm busy that day, or you know, I forget to download the file to edit, causing a double upload. So stuff like that is like a rarity. I try to keep things kind of consistent with me, so I'm not stressing myself out or trying to, I wouldn't say water down, but try to produce at least a video a day. I want to try to hit a fine area where it's like I make a good video every day while I'm not, you know, dropping 3 to 4 raw videos of gameplay every single day, you know what I mean? Try to hit that fine line. So we get the first run of the game. Hopefully we can add on top of that and keep this guy down, as he's gonna blast that ball right field. Ken Singleton's not gonna get there, sadly. We're gonna throw it into second. Just doesn't beat it. It just beats the throw. Only goes so far. He only goes like an inning or 2, so only so much you can do. And that's going to get punched. All that blocking defense, and he's just going to let it go through his legs. Cool. All right. Go ahead, or tying run, I should say, is at second, or third, I should say. Ball 3. Not cool. Not cool at all. We have to challenge him with the fastball. All right. We do get the ball thrown in. And we're not going to get him. I don't know how he took off that quick, honestly. We're going to go fastball inside. That sounds terrible idea, but there's really no form of attacking you can do to pool holes. You can only immediate damage, and we get the out there. And Yohan Moncada, so we're already getting towards the first collection, and people are still using day one cards. And it doesn't fucking matter because, like, that, like, I don't... it's, like, the fact that they drop so many day one cards that are just too broken is baffling. That card came out day one, and people just... There's so many different choices, and people will still use the same cards because... Why go with anything else when they give you the best cards day one? So, Yohan Moncada takes me deep, so now we're down 1-2. DeGrom, not ideally pitching as well as I'd hope he would compared to his previous cards. So we're going to get out of the inning. We do give up 2. See if we... that they were going to get rid of PCI shrinkage, so switch hitters weren't going to be a problem or like a meta thing. And all of a sudden, you know, the first couple days, people didn't say anything because no one was in the higher ranks. Then all of a sudden, people are getting up to Legend, getting up to, like, Hall of Fame. And now they're seeing the PCI shrinkage in, what's the word I'm looking for here? In full effect still. So, either A, they said there's no PCI shrinkage at the lower levels, which would still be a lie. As we're going to get the single up the middle. We get him to a full count there and we get the single. Or B, they just straight up lied and never took it out in the first place, but had to tell us that anyway just to get us to pre-order. We're going to take off first pitch here. We're going to have that easily. Roy Campanella is good, has a good arm back there, but we're going to take that with ease. And and it also prevents the double play, thank God. Oh, no, okay, he didn't call that. I thought I was going to get called on that. Okay. Manny Ramirez up, 2-1. Change up, just floats on in there. 2-2. Okay. What do you got? Full count. Here we go. Full count. He has to attack me, so we've taken him to a full count twice in this inning. Trying to decide how to pitch to me here. And we're going to take that to left field, and that's going to get down. That's going to get us our first, or our second run of the game, and that's going to tie us up. Manny Ramirez is slow as hell, so he's only going to get a single out of that. Awesome. All right, Ken Singleton up. I knew he was going to try to get me to ground out, and I still swing at a bad pitch. Like, Ken Singleton up. Good pitch, good swinger here. Hit a home run yesterday. Ball. We gotta fight here. Strike 3, so it's better than a double play, but still not ideal. Roy Campanella up. Roy takes a swing on that one, and that's gonna get out of here. Since we brought him back, Roy Campanella has 2 home runs. I think he just needed some time on the bench to think about all of that he needs to do to get back on the team. And he's showing out for us. Roy Campanella gets us a home run, baby. That's what we like to see. We're up 4-2. Jackie is up. I grounded out in the very first pitch with him because I've been trying to tinker with my settings as well to try to get the full effect of what I want as we're going to ground out here. And I've been tinkering with, if you don't know, I rock a, I can't kind of say it, I rock a PS5 Pro Pulse controller, and there's a feature on here that comes with the PS5 Pro controllers that I can customize my controller settings, including like sticks, how the stick drifts, if you will. And I've been trying to tinker with that, but it's not really as effective as just using the PCI sensitivity, as I give up a freaking nuke there. I'm telling you, I feel like we should have caught on when they dropped freaking 30 switch hitters that the shrinkage was not there, was still here, as we hang a slider. That wasn't shrinkage, but like the fact that like there's 30 freaking switch hitters and they all were dropped at the same time, which is ironic as hell, considering, if you don't know, they dropped another one. I'll probably put up a photo here in the shop today of Tommy Edman with his time on the Cardinals, and that card's also freaking amazing. So like you send the message that shrinkage is gone, but you are putting a massive emphasis on switch hitters this year, when in previous years people don't want that. So as we hang another slider, I mean, can you at least hone that into somewhere not close to the zone? Sinker inside, he doesn't chase because this guy doesn't chase anything inside. I have a strong feeling this is going to be a high-scoring event, simply on the fact of, well, Roy Campanella hit a home run, which I did square up on, and just a lot of things happening. Lots of things are happening. This guy has gotten 2 crushed baseballs that just, just left the ballpark. He does check his swing there, but it's going to be for a strike. So we're going to try to hit him with a slider again. And that's going to be a ground out. So we're going to preserve the lead, at least for this inning. Troy, can you throw it a little quicker? Not ideal. Let's see if we can go score some more. Albert Pujols up. Flew out on 1 pitch. So, well, let's see what we can do here with Tio. As we're going to ground out to the second baseman. I don't know. Just to tack on top of the whole switch hitter thing, it just feels like a lot of these cards, like, they try so hard to, like, level them out, but it defeats the entire purpose when the entire point is that PCI shrinkage is still a problem, you know? So it's just like, oh yeah, we're going to give this guy less stats against righties. Doesn't matter. He's still a lefty versus a righty. You know what I mean? As we're going to get another single up the middle with Ted Simmons. This guy is just so good when it comes to just getting one up and looping one in. And Andrew McCutcheon's coming in. So that's interesting. And Troy Tulowitzki, high right field in his home ballpark, gives us a 6-3 lead, baby. I didn't even get a good swing on that, and that's what this ballpark does. I despise this ballpark, but whatever. All right, Beltran up. Beltran got a single for us last time. Up the middle, I believe it was. So let's see what we can do here.
You want to see me do it again?
Beltran with a swing. That one I definitely earned. I waited on it. And that's going to be a bomb to center field. Into the Pines, 485, Carlos Beltran. That's what we like to see. And here comes Manny. Manny, we're going to sit inside. I just felt like he was going to go inside on that specifically because the last 2 home runs have been on the changeup outside. As we're going to ground out there. All right, so 2 down. And here comes Ken Singleton. Here we go. Ken Singleton struck out last time. As we foul that one off. 7-3 ball game here, but I feel like I said, this is going to be a high scoring event, and I'm not looking forward to it. That's going to be it. Yeah.
Did he go?
No. Okay, so it looks like the umpires are going to be on our side today. I slipped them a 20 before the game started. As we foul that one off, so now we're in a 1-2 count. Hopefully we can get on, because Roy Campanella, who has our first home run of the ball game, is coming up. As we're going to just ground that one to third base, and that's going to be for out number 3. Terrible pitch to swing at, but hey, I'm getting eager here. So that's 7-3 ball game. We already know that's not going to last very long, so we got to just add on more and more and more. Change up outside. He's going to ground it to the first baseman. Ted Simmons has got that, and that's going to be out number 1. There we go. Ken Singleton is now up. Hopefully he doesn't do damage. He does better against righties, of course. And he's going to take that opposite field. We're going to try to get him at second here. Oh, man. He just took that extra windup. Brutal. All right, guy at second now. I don't like that. Not at all. So let's try to pitch wisely to Pujols. That's going to be a strike. Not even close to a pitch that he can check on. Change up. Holds off. Also, I mistakenly, I wanted to throw the sinker inside, but sinker inside is now coming. Swings at that one. So now we're going to go high and in fastball. Hopefully he doesn't turn on it. Strike 3. Let's go. That's what we like to see. Okay, we're 1 out away from avoiding damage. Change up away. That's not even close to away. So we're going to go back there, but try to get it out of the zone. And we're going to get him to roll over here, so we preserve. No runs scored in the 3rd. And here we go. Roy Campanella's back up there. Hit a home run earlier, literally like 2 innings ago. So let's see if he can replicate that here. He's not going to hit a home run, but he's definitely going to square that one up, and that's going to be for a double. Roy Campanella really been showing why he belongs on the team still. He just got I had to bench him for a little bit, send him a message, but here comes Jackie. Paul Skeens is now in the ball game. We're going to sit high and in first pitch. He's not going to give us the high and in, but we are going to get him to 3rd, so that's going to be a sacrifice ground out for Jackie. Paul Skeens, supercharged. I mentioned that in my last game. I didn't want to because, like, as Sean Figgins cuts me off there, that's going to be into the gap, down for a base hit. And that's going to be for a run double for Sean Figgins. That's what we like to see. Here we go. We're going to take off with him. Albert, right field. And that's going to be caught. Ugh. Sucks. Ted Simmons is up. Here we go. But yeah, Paul Skeens was supercharged today, or was the fan vote yesterday, which really confused me. There was I think his name's Connor O'Brien, and he was like up there. He's been having a hell of a month. Like, he has like 4 or 5 saves now. He's like, I'm not sure whether I'll put up the stats here again. I will. But he's like a bronze. So having a I understand he was like a closer, but still. He was like a decent card, and then there was like another pitcher that was pitching a decent time period, and they picked Paul Skeens. And the one thing that irks me about fan vote is, like, I understand it's for the fans, like, this is what people want. At the same time, it's like, okay, that's cool, but why can't you give, like, the obvious guy, like the number 1 guy, like the guy that obviously is gonna win, just give him the supercharge and then add another person for the fan vote, you know? Like, a guy, like, I think it should be like an every week thing. Like, hey, these 2 like had a really good week. We're gonna give them that recognition, and then we're also gonna give a fan vote out so that people can show off, like, hey, this is the guy that's available now. Because someone like Munetaka Murakami, he has hit like 3 home runs in the last 4 games or something like that, and topping it off with a grand slam. Something like that. It's like, that guy should have gotten a supercharge regardless of the context of it being a fan vote. But for some reason they decided to make it a fan vote, so people that also were doing good in that vote, that also did well, are just going to go unrecognized. So that just kind of irks me. I think, like, why are we supercharging a 91 overall just to get him to a 94, you know? The one time I thought that was kind of cool is, like, when Mike Trout hit his it was like the 5th time or something like that. It was something important about Yankee Stadium, and they supercharged his 89 and his 85. So people that both had the live series or the St. Patrick's Day card also had it. So as we're going to take it opposite field, we were waiting on the sweeper. I just knew it was coming that time. But yeah, no, I thought that was cool. I think they should continue doing it like that, to where, you know, people get the opportunity that they want. And we're gonna run ourselves out of that because I'm stupid. Oh, that was a bad decision on my end. Whatever though. Paul Skeens still up there. It's not like he's going anywhere. It would have been a ground out anyway. So we just did the inevitable. Manny Ramirez up. I really need to change it to where I can see, like, not the last at-bat, but what he throws to these guys, because, alright, so this is what it looks like. That's what I've been looking for, so we're going to hit here. So this is what I want right here. like you can see like what he's been pitching to me this entire time. He's been giving me fits inside. Of course, he's going to throw the circle change out there, but he's been giving fits inside with Manny, and you want that on your screen. So he's going to go 2-2 here. We're going to sit inside still. This gives you a better perspective of like what your guy's been throwing at you the entire time. So here we go. Inside pitch. Fouls it off. That was high in the middle. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is like what I wanted. I've been trying to figure it out, and I finally did. Fouls off the sweeper, so we're going to keep him pitching here. He's at 16 pitches, so I think he's going to go all the way here. Unless we do something drastic, like actually get some more runs off him. This clips, but I just want to, you know, I get frustrated, and like I always try to preface, like I don't want to try to make it look like, you know, I'm over dramatizing or trying to make myself look better than I am at the game or whatever the intentions may seem. I'm just trying to show just my gameplay and my reactions to my gameplay in live action. And if that means that one video I'm crashing out and getting really upset about the game when I feel like I've been cheated, then so be it. So we go down 3-0. Okay. Or, you know, I'm playing like I might come off as a dickhead because the guy has pissed me off, and I'm, you know, I'm feeding it back to him. Typically, I don't like to play that way. I know, you know, the reputation of me earlier in the year with the P5 knuckleballers. I just really enjoy doing that. I like those guys, but I try to play in a respectful tone. But if it's like you're doing something that like either is Bush League or like just like playing toxic, bunt dancing, or anything like that, I'll throw it back in you. I'm not gonna be the turn the other cheek and just accept people for who they are. No, I'll give it back to you. So like the last video, the guy already up by so much. It just really came off of like, it really came off as like you're bringing in Josh Hader when you're up by 5-6 runs. It tells me you're not confident that you can hold a lead. But that's what it came off to me, and that's what I said. And I said a lot of things that I really, you know, didn't. You know, now I've calmed down. I don't feel like it's the same. But we do get a home run with Ken Singleton. As in the middle of my rants, I always seem to do that where like in the middle of me talking or ranting about something, I get a hit or a home run. It can be a little annoying. But regardless, Roy Campanella, 2 for 2, ball. We're gonna try to sit inside. That's what he's been seemingly doing against right-handed pitchers or right-handed batters. As we go up 2-1 here. Roy Campanella. Oh, and I swing a terrible pitch. Roy Campanella, here we go. Ball, full count. Taking him full again, so let's go. I gotta protect now. Ball 4. That is just the kind of stuff I like, dude. Roy Campanella just comes back and he's like, I want to show my worth here. Good stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's just raw emotion. You know, at the end of the day, I take a breather, I walk away, and I completely forget I ever did it until I edit the video. You know what I mean? There's certain things I will edit out, like if I'm like, okay, that was a little too far. You know, I've had several times in my videos where I've edited out, like when I've said things that like either I didn't say to the person, I said it to like more about myself or the game itself, or you know, something I said that now I'm watching back and I can see as rude. But, you know, when in that video, it's more just like, you know, that's how I felt in the moment, and I don't respect what that guy was doing. He knows what he was doing as well. I mean, everyone does. And my personal opinion, and as you see, and I'm going to ground into another double play. The reason why I have Hader in the bullpen is really just kind of the throw it back in your face mentality. If you're going to bring in Josh Hader and you give up the lead, or you bring him in at tied when it's tied, I'm going to bring him in too. I am going to throw it back in your face to not only mock you really, but like give you a taste of your own medicine, if you will. As we get Albert Pujols out for the third time today, which is shocking to me. But that's just the point. It's like I was always raised that, you know, or not raised. I was always just like, had the mentality of, if you're gonna do something to me, don't expect, like, if you're gonna give me thorns, don't expect roses. You know what I mean? So when someone's gonna play like that or be toxic and, you know, all that kind of stuff, and I will say, like, things I said, like, could come off as toxic or being whiny, bratty behavior, but as Yohan Moncada flies it to center field, but we're gonna get to that. Beltran, out number 3. Clean inning. That's good to see. But as I was stating, mainly it's just raw emotion. That's all it really is. As Teo Albert gets a hold of that one, and that's going to be gone. So now it's a 10-3 ball game. Let's freaking go, baby. Oh, I was going to adjust my settings because I wanted to get the perfect animation thing, and he quit. He offered a friendly, and I rejected the offer because no, I'm not going to accept a friendly quit when I'm up 7 runs and going into the 7th inning. That was a good game, I guess. I got my revenge on Tarek Skubal, and he brought in Paul Skeens out of the bullpen. I was told, especially if we head over to the face cam here, when I'm watching those the streams before the game launch, they made it clear that they wanted to make it to where you couldn't bring starters out of the bullpen. And that's another thing. Like, yeah, I understand it's in like co-op, so you had to run through your entire bullpen to get to the starters in co-op. But I'm like, why are we stopping that at co-op when we could also do that in we could also do that in ranked itself, solo ranked. But with that being said, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video because, well, he quit. We had 3 innings to go and he still quit. But regardless, GG's to my opponent. Much respect to you. You know, it is what it is. And I just wanted to, you know, come on here and make a video gameplay while I talk about things that's on my mind at the moment. So with that being said, if you like the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And it's just, I'm trying to grow the channel. I've been seeing small traction. Like something about that always kind of gets me, the word giddy, I guess you could say, where I'm like, I wake up in the morning, get ready for work, and I see that like, oh, my recent TikTok or my recent something of that nature popped off, or I got a couple of comments and stuff like that. And it really does affect me when you interact with the videos and you comment, like, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And it really gives me that motivation to continue doing this. It's mainly just a hobby, of course. I do it because, well, I'm already playing the game. Might as well do something productive at the end of the day. But with that being said, enough with the ranting. I've already said my outro portion. So with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow.